Hi guys, Ian here, and I've been playing around with this i5 from Rose, and I've also been comparing with some other earbuds. I thought maybe I'll do a video and share my thoughts and my findings with you guys. All right, I've already reviewed this i5, and if you haven't watched that, I do suggest to check out the link somewhere up here before watching this video. So I've been using the i5, and I also use the Earfun Air Pro 4 and the Beats Studio Buds. Okay, so I'm just going to compare these three and what I found out. I'll give you my conclusion first. I like the sound of the i5 the best, okay, in terms of the tuning, okay, compared to the Air Pro 4 and the Studio Buds, okay. First, let's talk about the price point, okay, and the positioning of the price. So this is about $70. The Earfun is about $90, and the Beats Studio Buds is about $150. So in terms of price, the i5 is the most budget friendly, all right? And now let's talk about the specs. In terms of Bluetooth, this has got Bluetooth 5.3, so does the Earfun, but the Beats Studio is only 5.2. As for the codec, this i5 supports aptX-X adaptive, LDAC, AAC, and SBC. As for the Earfun, it supports LDAC, AAC, and SBC, but for the Beats, it only supports AAC and SBC. Right, so I think for the i5, it supports the most Bluetooth codecs. Now, as for the noise cancelling, all three have noise cancelling. For the i5 and the Earfun, it gives me the best noise cancelling. For the Beats Studio is okay, but it's average in terms of the noise cancelling. So I prefer these two. They are quite similar and quite equivalent when it comes to noise cancelling. Now, in terms of the transparency mode, all three have as well. But the i5 has got the most natural transparency mode. Let's talk about batteries. So i5 lasts about 7 to 8 hours, and including the case, it lasts about 50 hours. For the Earfun, it's about 6 to 7 hours. Plus the case is about 40 hours. And for the Beats, it's about 5 hours. So the Beats last the least, and i5 lasts the most, I would say. Now, in terms of app support and the accompanying app, the i5's app is very, very basic. The Earfun, I prefer the Earfun app. Okay, it's a bit more intuitive and there's a bit more features on the Earfun app. The best is because I'm using iPhone. So the Beats Studio Buds has got the best features because it integrates into the iOS system, whereby the other two doesn't integrate. Okay. Now, in terms of water resistance, the i5 and the Earfun has got IPX5, whereas for the Beats it's only IPX4. And for the microphone, so in terms of microphone, the Earfun has got a very good microphone. So does the i5. But the Beats is got a pretty mediocre microphone. It's quite terrible, I would say, in terms of microphone. So in terms of microphone, these two has got the best microphone, but I would say the Earfun has got the AI ENC, whereas the i5 has a CVC 8.0. So both has its good points. All right, so let's talk about the sound. I think that's matters the most to me. So in terms of sound, the i5 is warm, is neutral, surprisingly very refined as compared to the Earfun. Vocals, instruments have a very natural timbre, and it's a little bit V-shaped in terms of the overall tuning, but still it's the most neutral sounding earbuds compared to the Earfun and the Beats. The Earfun is a bit more V-shaped and slightly bass emphasis, but it sounds a bit synthetic on the upper mids and the treble as well. As for the beats, is a very obvious fun V-shaped tuning. It's bass heavy. You can hardly hear the mids and the details, and the treble lacks a little bit of refinement in the air. So I would say in terms of the tone and timbre, I would say the i5 is for me. In terms of detail, retrieval, and resolution, i5 is really refined and very resolute. For the price it's asking for is $70. It's got a very controlled treble, very decent micro details, and it's good for acoustics and vocals. For Earfun is pretty detailed as well. The mid range is quite decent, but I prefer the details on the i5. And the treble lacks a bit of airiness on the Earfun. As for the beats, the sound is compressed. It's acceptable for mainstream music like pop, but it's pretty poor for critical listening when it comes to detail retrieval and resolution. So the most resolving is still the i5. Now in terms of bass, I would say the bass on the i5 is controlled. The sub bass is not bloated, and the mid bass is slightly elevated, but it's very clean. Okay, Earfun is a little bit more emphasized on the sub bass with the punch. It sounds quite bloated and it bleeds into the mids. i5 has got a better, I would say, bass floor. In terms of the beats, is heavy, is muddy, is boomy, it's all kinds of, bass on the beats. So the bass on the beats is totally out the window for me as an audiophile, and the Rose i5 has got the best. Okay. As for the mid-range, it's clear on the i5. It articulates. It's a little bit recessed, but the upper mids are pretty good. Female vocal sounds really good and clear on this. So mids is really good on this compared to the Earfun. Is a recessed mids as well for the Earfun, but it's also not very clear. I mean, it's not as clear as the i5. It's a safe tuning as well. It's smooth and it's not offensive, so it's pretty alright in terms of the mids. But for the beats, it's muddy as I mentioned, and it's a little bit shouty as well on the upper mids. The lower mids are very recessed, so in terms of mids, I prefer the mids on the i5. As for treble, all the treble is a bit rolled off. Okay, but there's no sibilance. That's a good thing. But on the i5, yeah, it's a very safe treble, very tolerable as well. But I would hope that there was a little bit more sparkle for the treble of the i5. Earfun would sound a bit blunt, a bit dull. It's not fatiguing as well, and it also lacks the shimmer that the i5 has. So I prefer the treble on the i5. As for the beats, it sounds blunted, is, I don't know, mute, and it lacks extension, and it lacks decay, everything else. So hardly any treble on the beats. So that's the overall comparison in terms of sound. So to conclude, which one stands out for me? I would say in terms of sound, Rose i5 stands out for me. In terms of noise cancelling, the app, and the features, I would say the Earfun. But i5 also has a pretty good noise cancelling, but it loses out to the Earfun on the app. In terms of the branding, the aesthetics, the looks of it, iOS integration, of course, the Beats. But if you're not an iPhone user, I guess this is definitely a no-brainer for you, which is the i5 or the Earfun. In terms of Bluetooth resolution and audiophile tuning, I would choose the Rose i5 because the tuning is the best out of this tree in terms of leaning towards the audiophile kind of tuning. In terms of budget and price to performance, I would say maybe the Earfun, right, is but it's a little bit more expensive than the i5. But I would say in terms of price to performance, that will be the Earfun. And in terms of design, I would say the Beats. Okay, design has got, Beats has got a very nice design, but it looks nice, doesn't sound nice. So in terms of my final conclusion, i5 is more for the audiophiles. If you are an audiophile, please pick this one. Earfun is the most complete. It comes with everything. It comes with the app, good app, and great sound as well, and also at a great price point. And as for the Beats, it's overpriced and the sound is terrible, and it's just a brand. You're just paying for the brand. So everything else, I think what stands out for me is the Rose i5, and I'm still using it every day because it's one of the best high resolution Bluetooth earbuds in my collection so far. Okay, right. So that's my very quick comparison with the two other earbuds that I have. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.